I felt all these energy shifts in my body, and I remember I literally started tripping. I started tripping, but it was raw and it was honest tripping. There was no chemical pushing it. It was just pure sensitive openness, and I could feel myself beaming energy through me. And I could see very clearly a whole lot of things that I had not seen before. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you my most powerful Moldavite manifestation technique. I have never shared this in this way before, and I'm very excited to, because the truth is that 3 years ago, I opened up a portal with my Moldavite, and using a specific ritual technique I'm going to share with you guys. I'm going to make it very clear and simple so you can use it too. But today I am still benefiting from this portal that I opened 3 years ago. Moldavite is an extremely powerful, high vibrational energy that blasts through the concept of time and dissolves it entirely. So what I'm going to share with you in this video isn't just a Moldavite manifestation technique. It is quite literally a way for you to create a ripple through the quantum realm that is consistently, continuously healing and adding value and upping your manifestation energy for the rest of your life, no matter where you go or who you are. So welcome back to Vibes and Frequencies. My name's Nathan, if you happen to be new here, and I'm just obsessed with Moldavite. I'm going to put it plainly. I'm absolutely obsessed. And my Moldavite obsession, which, by the way, I have all kinds of other crystal series. It's what this channel's all about, so if you happen to be new, subscribe. Check out the other playlists and stuff I've got on my channel. Lots of cool stuff. But I was so obsessed with Moldavite 3 years ago that I started experiencing all these energy shifts within my body that quite literally, I just began to feel extremely high, higher than I'd ever been. And the Moldavite high transformed the way that I perceive reality and the way I operate it in it. See, when you tune into Moldavite, your life begins to transform. I made a lot of videos about it. You guys know. You've probably seen other videos too. So what I want to hone in on is that in this transformation, I personally began to discover that as my internal state changed, the Moldavite helped me to do that. I started to think different thoughts, feel different feelings, and quite honestly put, I started to feel attracted to things that I hadn't before. For example, I all of a sudden felt super attracted to eating more vegetables and then ended up eating a raw vegan diet. So I'm not saying you have to do that, but that's what the Moldavite led me to. It led me to start walking around barefoot and grounding myself. It led me to want to spend more time in nature. It led me to all of a sudden feel very attracted to start making videos sharing my passion and obsession for Moldavite with you guys, which has led to my entire life of living here now in Mount Shasta, living my dream. This is what I do. You know, you guys know I also wrap crystal necklaces and sell them in my store below, so I do spend a lot of time doing that too, to be honest. But Moldavite led me to do that also. So when it was leading me to all these things, I really strangely also started to take a lot of baths. I lived in an apartment in LA at the time. I was having some challenging relationships with my roommate at the time, some other friends in my life romantically. I was very challenged romantically. Oh God. We're not going to go there. Challenged with my job, challenged with my family, just challenges, you know? And the Moldavite really amped up my vibe, and so I started to perceive these challenges differently. I started to feel like it was harder for me to be around these people and situations because I felt really cracked open and raw energetically, where I started to feel everything everyone else was going through. Has that happened for you guys too with Moldavite? Is anybody else feeling that? That for me, I was always a very sensitive, empathic person that could pick up on people. But when I brought Moldavite in, it took it to a whole nother level that I had never experienced before. Did any of you guys experience that where you get Moldavite and suddenly you could feel everything that's going on around you and it's a little bit much? Let me know. Let me know below. But I wanted to spend a lot of time alone. So I would lock myself in my bathroom with my apartment with my roommate, because we were really headbutting at that time. It was during the whole pandemic thing, so we couldn't leave the apartment. That's when all this went down. So I would basically spend hours and hours in the bath, locked away in my bathroom. And I intuitively felt very guided to put my Moldavite in the bath water. And the most incredible thing happened when I did this. I would basically fill the bath, I'd put my Moldavite in there, and I'd walk away from it for about 30 minutes. And when I came back, there was an energy beaming from the bathtub that was unlike anything I'd ever felt in my life. The energy felt to me, I remember it. I remember it like it was this morning. I knew that the moment I stepped into that bath, it was going to cellularly change my entire body, and that I was going to step into a dreamlike reality when I got out of that bath, where everything would be different, and I would be extremely powerful and extremely confident in my power, and that when I intended something, I would immediately, within an hour, get a reflection and synchronicity back to me saying that you are the creator, Nathan. This is your dream. Dream it well. I felt that. I felt it like I just knew. And when I got into the bath, I felt all these energy shifts in my body, and I remember I literally started tripping. I started tripping, but it was raw and it was honest tripping. There was no chemical pushing it. It was just pure sensitive openness, and I could feel myself beaming energy through me. And I could see very clearly a whole lot of things that I had not seen before. I saw myself making tons of YouTube videos about Moldavite and other crystals. More than that, I saw myself laughing, feeling just amazing, that life was so easy and fun and relaxing. I could feel that surrounding me was all kinds of friends and people who were also into crystals, people who were also into spiritual stuff and energy. I felt myself living out in the nature. I saw visions of myself traveling in Costa Rica. All this just came to me. And I started cracking up laughing in the bath, and my Moldavite literally started to vibrate, all right? So the most incredible thing has happened. That moment, I created a portal in my bathtub with my Moldavite. And I don't have a bathtub right now because I'm actually doing van life with my partner in Mount Shasta. Saving up to get some land is the idea. That's what we're working towards, you know? But that's what we're doing, van life in Shasta. So I sleep at these campsites. I don't have a bath. I don't have one. And yet, I feel that bath working for me every moment of my life. Because sometimes I feel flustered. Sometimes I feel stressed. Sometimes I'm working really hard. Sometimes I get caught up in some kind of conflict or some noise. You know, or some relationship difficulty with a friend or something like that, and you butt heads, whatever it is. And I feel that sometimes. I do. I'm human. I'm here. I'm living it. I'm just laughing through it, you know? But the strangest thing happens. Constantly in my awareness, I'm in the bath with my Moldavite beaming all this energy to and through me. I'm here right now making this video, but I'm in the bath. And you want to know something crazy? When I was in the bath, I saw myself making this exact video in this exact moment in time. And the craziest thing is that when I was in that bath, I was also simultaneously here and activated all kinds of energy from my experiences I've had now and transmitted all the way back to myself. It was like I was able to reach to my future self and have my future self share with me so much of what I needed to know to get here. And now I'm here, and the stars have aligned, and now I'm making the video, and I'm still in the bath right now. See, I know it sounds insane. Maybe I am. But I've been in that bath for the last 3 years, teleporting myself consciously to all kinds of different timelines, all kinds of different vibrations and energy that I've worked through in the future. And so even right now, I'm in the bath and I'm here, but I'm also somewhere else, transmitting energy to me here, like a rope pulling me forward. And my Moldavite is constantly emanating this energy in my chest and entering my field and altering my entire reality. You see, I think you might feel it by now, that the Moldavite ritual I'm talking about, never before shared in this way, waiting specifically for this very moment to resonate with you to be ready for this for yourself. Because once you do this, there's no going back. This has permanently created my reality to be so malleable that sometimes I'm not sure if I'm awake or if I'm asleep or if this is a dream or what reality really is. I mean, some kind of fuse or something, some switch went on in my brain. And I've never been able to go back since this time. And I'm not afraid because the change that it's brought to my life is better than I could have ever imagined. Because I'm free. Because I can breathe in whatever it is that I intend, and when I exhale, it appears before me. Hey, this is my life, and I'm empowered. And I will always be in that bath, and that bath is always transmitting that energy to me, and my Moldavite is always, constantly reaching to my highest self in any given point of any timeline I'm on, and transmitting that information and data to me. You see, even this video is not one that I'm coming up with to share with you. It's being given to me. I'm witnessing it just as you are. Now, this all might sound a little bit much, but then again, some of you guys might know what I'm talking about. Do you? Have you felt this before? The malleability of reality, your connection to infinite versions of yourself. It's real, all right. It is. And this is the most powerful Moldavite manifestation technique I have ever done in my entire life. I've gridded with it, I've worn it on my neck, I've combined it with other crystals, I've tuned into it, I've done all kinds of things. Huge Moldavite playlist tagged below with all kinds of fun videos for anyone passionate about Moldavite. Check it out, subscribe, and while you're at it, thanks for liking this video if you did like it. I appreciate it. This bath technique, when you draw the bath and you put your Moldavite in there, give yourself a little bit of space before you go in. Give yourself a moment to appreciate your life the way it is, the timbre of it, the malleability of it, the mechanics, the vibration, the way you feel about it. Because the second you enter into that bath and you exhale and you let it take you, you will become more powerful than you could possibly imagine. Are you ready to put that bath on? Are you ready to put your Moldavite in there? Are you ready to vibrationally shift everything within your body and permanently create a portal through eternity that feeds this incredible transformational energy to you? Because I can feel it. I can see so many lives that I've lived and will be living. And I can feel it. And I can taste them all. And that Moldavite portal is beneficially influencing all of my future lives and has been beneficially influencing all of my past lives. It's a tricky thing to explain, but in that very moment, I opened myself up to something. I opened myself up to me. And I've never been the same since. If you're ready to open the door to you, a you that, to be honest, it's kind of like Pandora's box. You can't unsee it. But if any of you have ever just noticed something in my eyes, some kind of fire burning, some kind of strange confidence that you might wonder, where do I get it from? I get it from me. Because I can see me. Because I can speak to me. I can speak with me. I speak as me. And that bath is the moment I cracked the egg and poured the yolk out all over the floor and saw it for what it is. It's all me. I'm the one on the other side of this camera watching the video and listening to this version of me speaking. What is going on here? I don't know. It's as if I dropped a rock into a pond and it just has been rippling. So, I don't exactly know what's going on. I feel intuitively that I do, but I'm not going to talk about it because I don't really know for sure. What I do know for sure that I am willing to share with you, there is something incredible about you. Far more than you might know. And a lot more than you think. And the moment you open yourself up to it, whether you've got Moldavite or a bath drawn at all, is the moment that you are born for the first time able to consciously perceive reality as it is and to finally experience it. You're doing great. The fact that you're even seeing this video means that your reality is becoming so malleable, you're becoming so quantum in your power. You are unstoppable. You could go anywhere and do anything. I see it. I feel it. I'm all over the place. But here I am right now, grounded, centered with you, experiencing this moment that we are sharing to be very, very real. And there's a very pure magic to that. And it all comes from my heart. It all comes from my willingness to not freak out about life, but to instead enjoy it and appreciate it. I'll leave you with one simple question. Are you planning on living your life later? Is that the way you're living right now? Are you planning to live later? Is that what you're working on? I've dipped at least a toe into eternity. Later doesn't come. Live it now, and you will positively be affecting every single version of you that exists. You'll help me, you'll help your friends, you'll help your parents, you'll help you, you'll help all your future and past lives. Just do it. Just do it. What are you waiting for? If you need permission to do it, if you're ready, if you really want to step through this portal, just put your Moldavite in the bath. Just do it. You'll see. You're very powerful, you know. Much love to you. Thanks for liking this video if you liked it and sharing it with all your crystal friends. They deserve to step into this portal too. See you for the next video. Peace out.